Hello, everybody, and welcome to this incredibly fun episode of Chamber Chatter.
It's already fun?
It's already fun because we just had a little ditty.
We did a little ditty.
We did a little ditty.
Our job is done.
Your job is done. You now have us a chamber jingle. We love progress. That is our chamber jingle. So the studio is set up a little differently here at the Emery's Rock studio. We will change it as we need to. But I could not have just a normal seat for the Mr. Tommy and Gigi.
Yeah.
My, what you've done to the place.
Isn't it beautiful?
We have brought the Mr. Tommy and Gigi's musical show for kids
Yes, right into the chamber.
right here.
Pull the mic up so I can hear you guys while you're talking. We want to make sure we hear you talking.
There it is.
There you are.
I'll
Speak up. Speak up. So, Mr. Tommy. Okay. We're going to have some fun, and then I think I'm going to make you put your headphones on, and we'll have a real conversation about how you got here today. Not in the car that you drove, but how you got here today to be what you're doing.
As you wish, whatever you want to do.
So, how long have you been in wire as Mr. Tommy?
Ooh, that's a question that...
I think I know.
Oh, you do?
I think.
I do remember the very first Wiregrass Ranchers Kids Club that I ever did. I remember that. And I don't know. I'm not too good with time. I don't really care about it much.
Yeah.
So
I think it was like in 2009 or 10
okay.
when
I
you
think
started
you're
the
about
Ranchers Club,
Yeah.
when you were under the parking garage.
So when it was inclement weather.
Well, yes, that. So tell us,
Yes.
in music, who you are.
Oh
Tommy
my
and Gigi.
goodness.
You guys are a staple in Wesley Chapel, by the way.
Aw, thank
You absolutely are. For those of you that do not know, they are performers for kids. I see them out
At this
here.
point in our lives,
At-
we are.
well,
You see us at Kid Quest.
Kid
every
Quest,
Third
that's what-
Wednesday.
okay,
of the
so
month.
that's where I know you.
Yes.
And where we know you from just seeing you here at the shops at Wiregrass.
Yes.
But you guys have such an incredibly cool story, and we'll definitely get to that. But
It's
I-
definitely not normal.
not normal. Why be normal? There's no such thing
What
as
for?
normal. What for? That's
Normal
boring.
doesn't work anymore.
No, it's boring and
There's no stability.
no stability, and there's no fun actually. It gets a little mundane and boring, and you guys bring a lot of life and sparkle to everywhere you go.
Yet we all try to be normal in some way, shape, or form. A little bit weird.
Weird.
But weird's good too.
Weird's good too.
Yes.
Well, what if you guys sing us a song and then we'll.
She's like, since you haven't told us your story.
No, I'm not going to let you tell the story until after you put the headphones on my right to your mouth.
Here's an example of
Something that we do at Kid Quest.
yeah, we could do that example.
They're talking to each other with eyes, and they're trying to figure out what song each other is going to play.
Why don't we do? We'll
Yeah.
do a little blip. We'll do a little blip of let's do one that we usually start the show.
Start the show.
When we're in front of new faces, we start with this. It's the classic folk song, and the kids know how to sing it after the first verse. Most adults know this song. It goes like this. Hey, hey, skip to my loo. Hey, hey, skip to my loo. Hey, hey, skip to my loo. Skip to my loo, my dog. What I do? What I do? Skip to my loo. Since it's a folk song, we can change the word because that's folk songs. Generation to generation, they change things. That's
The word.
That's right.
So we're skipping to my Lou, and I lost my partner, so sometimes I say, maybe I can have a dance with you, or I'm wearing blue, you are too, or I'm at ice cream, but you might have have a let's sing. Hey, hey, skip to my Lou. Hey, hey, skip to my Lou. Hey, hey, skip to my Lou. Skip to my Lou, my dog. What you got, Miss G?
Little wagon painting. Little red wagon painting. Wagon painting blue. Skip to my dog. Off Texas 2x2. Up to Texas 2x2. Up to Texas 2x2. My diary. Everybody say, hey, hey, skip to my loo. Hey, hey, skip to my loo. Hey, hey, skip to my loo. Skip to my loo. My diary.
So we go through all kinds of different stuff and then run out of time, you see.
Lots more verses, but that'll have to do. Lots more verses, but that'll have to do. Lots more verses, but that'll have to do. $21.
Everybody sing.
Hey, hey, skip to my loo. Hey, hey, skip to my loo. Hey, hey, skip to my loo. Skip to my loo. I got it.
And we just go nuts, you know. Let's have fun skipping around. And this is usually, especially for kids that have not been to, you know, one of these shows. It's like a, you know, and they get up and they go, and parents are going, "My kid just went and joined the group for the first time in his life." We call that crossing bridges. That happens. It happens a lot during our events. It's all kind of part of it. Socialization for kids, being polite, having manners, and you know.
What an asset
Sharing.
to our community. That was one of the first things I saw when I moved here was your Mr. Tommy's Presents. My daughter was there. One of them. She's now 20.
Oh my
I know.
gosh.
And that to me just gave such a sense of community.
Yeah.
For the moms to be able to come during the week, and I think it used to be like on a Tuesday, now it's on a Wednesday.
It's on Wednesday mornings.
It used to be. I do remember this. I remember the first time I showed up with a guitar, a dobro guitar, standing on the street. There was 2 kids. It was at the very beginning of the event, and it turned into hundreds and hundreds of kids. You know, for many reasons. You know, repetition. It was every Wednesday, every single one. And it was awesome. It was so much fun, and it was, you know, musicians, which is what I am, we feel lucky and blessed when we have a place to play.
Yeah.
Performers in general feel lucky and blessed when they have a place to perform, you know. And I said, I want to, mind you, but
then you're not ours.
and then sometimes it turns into work, though. But this place, I remember when I came from California here in about 2005, and I used to drive by this place and go, I wonder if I could, you know, arrange to play there sometime. And it turned into what it, you know, was before COVID, and then what it is now. We're rebuilding it and getting good crowds and it's a great event for stay-at-home moms, caretakers, and, you know, whoever takes care of the kids during the day.
Even homeschool
And
programs.
homeschool kids, we have a bunch of them. Yeah.
And let's talk about the behind the scenes, who's building it up. Ann Schultz is the marketing director, and
Yeah.
she's amazing. She has great ideas for the shops.
Yeah.
There's just so many different activities for all ages here. So it's really rewarding for us to be able to say to families after Kid Quest, they'll say, well, when are we going to get to see you again? And it's really nice to be able to say, well, go on our social media, go on the Shops of Guayabras, because we're here a lot,
Yeah.
not just the third Wednesday of the month. There are specials all the time.
So, you're both very talented musicians. Did you start?
Hold on.
I think you are.
Mr. Tommy taught me how to play ukulele during COVID, just before COVID.
Really? You seem natural. But you've got a musical tone. Obviously, your voice.
Thank you.
I don't think. Did he teach you
How
that?
about them apples?
Anything that has to do with music, Mr. Tommy taught me.
Mr. Tommy.
Because I have no musical background, he's always shocked when he throws out these musical terms, and I look at him like a deer in headlights, and he goes, "You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?" I'm like, "No."
Well, you look like you've been doing this forever together.
Practice.
Practice.
She's been entertaining forever.
Entertainer.
As have I. We both have.
Did you think in your 20s that this is where you would be right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Have you always been entertaining children?
No.
No.
Well, in kind of what I consider children, maybe the mental capacity of children.
He's being very tricky right now.
I know, you're
Uh,
good. You don't be a bad interview.
Yeah,
just
he's
real quick.
Yeah, you
I
tell
was I come from a musical family. My mom's side. My mom used to in Detroit used to open for Diana Ross, all kinds of cool stuff. And when my dad and my mom met, and my mom was very artsy, musical. My grandmas and grandpas are musical as well. Um, and so, and then my dad, military background, corporate. So I got a very good balance.
Yeah, I love it.
And me and my brother, my sister, we sang 3-part harmony right out of the, and like natural, easy to do. And we were singing, when I was in 4th and 5th and 6th grade, we had an act. It's called the Rolling Express. We were not Steve Martin. What's the name of the guy? I forget the guy's name. It was a TV show. I mean, we're good. We were in a traveling show. We didn't go to school for a couple of years. We played on a flatbed truck in a carnival and store openings and stuff. So
well, that explains it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So a movie flashed before my
yeah,
eyes.
it's just one of those, and then fell off, but I stayed interested in music, and kept going and kept going. Had a band, started a band, and then I got asked to join a band, which was my career for many, many years. It was a singer named Eddie Money, rock singer, and I was his band leader, musical director, lead guitar player for over 30 years.
Really? You're telling the truth. You're here on Chamber Chatter. You just broke news that you were the musical director for Eddie Money. And now you're sitting here in my studio, not my studio, Emery's Rocker Studio.
Yeah, well, it's
How cool.
it is what it is. You make the best of it, and you go, and it was, we before that, my band in Los Angeles was super popular back in the Van Halen days, and the Motley Crues and all those. We were all playing the Sunset Strip and all that stuff, and knew each other at that time. And then I went and played with Eddie for 30 years, and then things got to get, I do things full bore when it's fun, and when it stops being fun, it stops.
You know what? That's okay. That's 100% okay.
Well, you're actually looking at two people who are super fortunate in that way, that our whole lives we've done something that we want to do for a job. And, and here I am sitting here as a musician, and I've bought houses, cars, and boats, and all the stuff that most musicians don't get to do. 2 kids, and in college or went through college, and the whole thing. And then let me see, my kids were, of course, in preschool. My son Tommy asked me to come to his preschool and sing a couple of songs, and it was just fun, and that was the beginning of this.
That's how this story.
Yes, and started like that, and then I know that we have enough time, and then started to entertain, and the crowds got big relatively quick. Then I started getting burned out on the travel thing with Eddie, so I went and bought a school bus and refitted it into a musical classroom, and that was Mr. Tommy's old music bus. You remember that? And
You would see it all around town.
incredibly successful, but it was an incredible amount of work.
Yeah, no, I remember you did the
Just
fall festival
over and over and over.
over in the Grove.
It was 7 days a week, every single day. Every single day, all the way, plus I was a single dad. So get them up, get them to school, run home, and I also I'm just trying to remember my day. I also have done lots of music for television, stuff like that. National Geographic, Fox Sports, Ellen DeGeneres, Tyra Banks, blah, 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 just little musical pieces. So I'd go home, make that piece, send it to Los Angeles, then do whatever I needed to do for this, and then I developed the Mr. Tommy thing. And it got to be ridiculous, super popular. And then COVID hit,
Yeah.
and I was up to here anyway. I was very close. I was in talks with PBS. We were going to start a series and stuff, next step thing, and then COVID hit. I went in my studio and I sat down and I went, I'm done.
Mhm.
I've always wanted to drive a big semi truck, so I did. Hey, I want to drive a truck, so I went down and learned how to drive a truck. And during COVID, I left town, sold a music bus, got rid of a bunch of stuff, gave all families. It was kind of sad, the going away thing, you know, but gave them all CDs and whatever. Then I drove a truck for 5 years, ended up back in the entertainment business, seeing all my friends touring. I carried bands.
No.
Yeah.
So you drove the trucks for the band, so you were still kind of in it. But
Kind of, but I was on, you know, I'm on vacation. I have been since the day I was born, and my whole thing was, you know, don't screw up my vacation. I'll do whatever you want, but just don't mess up my vacation. And when the vacation ended, COVID, you know, things started to pick up back here. I said, okay, I'm done with this. Bye.
yeah.
Came back home, and I had met Gigi. I was playing before COVID at the Florida State Fair there, and she came up and said hi, and you know, and we got to talking. Gigi has as much of a history as I do with entertainment. You'll get a kick out of her background. Anyway, she's a booking agent as well, and so yeah,
we met at the state fair, and
The
I was
Florida
watching.
State Fair.
Yeah, and I'm watching his show, and I'm just checking all the boxes as a booking agent. Perfect for kids. He looks great. He looks genuine. He's charismatic. Yeah, let me get his card. I'm always all about connecting with other artists,
Yeah.
you know, and then I got his card, and before you knew it, we just built a friendship that became, you know,
and then
Great,
and
thanks.
let's do shows together, and that's one thing. While I was driving a truck, we were talking, you know, and I learned, you know, she learned the ukulele and got enough
So
concert.
you're a couple.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did we just break some news, or no?
No.
It's the worst kept secret.
We don't tell the kids. We don't make,
Right.
you
It's
know,
not necessary.
It's
yeah,
not.
we
but-
don't talk about our relationship.
No, because that's not important to the message that you're delivering.
That's right.
You're delivering
That's right.
happiness.
That's right.
You're delivering smiles. You're delivering these kids an opportunity to come out of their shell
Well, yeah, and
and be exposed to the arts.
it's just his. I've got 5 or 6 albums, and those songs the kids love, but parents do as well.
Parents.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day when there was such a thing as CD players and cars and at home and stuff, you know, I'd hear it every day. Now it's a different thing. You know, all the stuff's available, you know, iTunes and Amazon all electronically and stuff, but it's different because my albums are beautiful. The artwork is just beautiful.
I heard the albums are making a comeback.
Album, yeah.
vinyl, the artwork, because that was such a part of my generation
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Of going to buy even the CD when
Yeah.
we had CDs.
There was still
cover,
artwork on
there
it.
was art and
Oh, yeah.
bonus sections on the inside. I mean, there's something to that.
That's kind of all gone away, but
Mr. Tommy still has his CDs, and he jokes with families. Well, you can use this as a coaster.
that makes a good coaster.
Makes a great coaster. I love some CDs, but
You know what? I'm sure he'll give you some coasters.
give me some coasters, Mr. Tommy. Sing us another little song.
Oh, let me see. Oh, this is. Well, I'll sing you one of the popular ones. See. Oh, if I was a fish, a dish of a fish, I'd be. So blow, 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 blow to everybody who looked at me. I'd swim around the tank. I'd introduce you to my friend Hank. He's an octopus that lives in the tank with me. And then we go through the thing, blah, 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 and then fish. If I was a fish, I'd swim in the deep blue sea, deep blue sea. Those types of
The
songs.
bubbles.
Oh,
Did
we
you
have
bubbles
tons of
there?
tons of bubbles, yes.
That's funny. That's the song I was just thinking about when you were talking about the music and how the moms really love it. And what is it when people say they have a song in their ear? It's like a
Earworm.
earworm. Well, we have a performer who's been working with us each month, and every time Mr. Tommy sings that, she's like, "That's like an earworm every time I leave here," like, but in a good way. In a good way.
My friend, another friend, pulled us up.
Yep.
My friend Hank is an octopus living in the tank.
There you go. There you go. And then we do, there's Mr. Tommy songs that we have to do every single time. And
Oh, they're staples. They
yeah,
can't
because
for you.
and they're also good for the kids. There's one song, How Many Sides Does a Square Have? Make a Wish and Falling Star. I mean, it's a very long list. But then we always try to do songs, and we tell the parents, your Mickey Mouse Mafia is not going to play this for you. No kids stations, but we are going to play it for you. Songs like this. Out in a field, there was a tree. The prettiest little tree that you ever did see. Then we go through all the blah, 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 and it turns into elephant on the germ,
The germ on the wing,
and the wing on the bug,
the bug on the
eyes on the bird, and the nest on the twig, the branch on the limb, the tree in the hole.
and the whole thing's ground.
Go off. Oh, that's classic old.
Never thought I'd be singing along.
Please.
It's the podcast.
And that's a 7-minute song where the kids are totally involved. And you know what? Maybe that's a chance for a caregiver and another caregiver to meet one another and chat and know they are in a safe zone. Their kids are happy, engaged, entertained. And now these adults have just met a friend.
Every single song is interactive. We don't do it unless it's not. Unless it's the first or second song, that is, like for instance, sometimes I do this when the kids are a little bit bigger. There's a song called I Love Cookies where they hold up big cookies. But this one has a really, really good message on the inside. On the surface, it's a little kooky and it goes, well, I am a hippopotamus. I got a big hippopotamus, and I feel very beautiful today. Well, my eyes are big and round, my lashes nowhere to be found, and my skin a very pretty shade of gray. I got a big, beautiful belly, like a bowl full of hippo jelly. When I do a dance, it jiggles all about. They say the whale is my cousin. I wonder how did that happen? Maybe someday I will figure that one out. Hippopotamus, I got a big hippopotamus, and I feel very beautiful today. And it goes, whoop.
We've only traumatized one child with that song.
Well, because you have a hippo suit that sometimes
It's like a big head costume
Uh-huh.
thing. And so that's why I don't sing that with him.
You were in
I
the
get to
hippo
dance
costume?
with him.
sometimes.
Yes, once in a while.
But-
Yes. And your energy and your passion and how you go from adding money to sitting in front of kids in the shops at Wiregrass, but bringing the same kind of joy.
Yeah.
To people.
Yeah.
And it's music.
Yeah, and that's what I was referring to. I've always played for kids because adults are
More kids.
in the audience are really.
Well, they're 3-year-olds that.
That's right. So anyway, so I was saying that every song is interactive. Literally every one. There's just we could go down the list of every song and describe for you what it is, but it's very, very active. The show has always been, including the music bus, very active, very entertaining, educational, all the things, and fun. So, so
Where do
Katie
people
Kooky-
find you? on other days than the Wednesday here at Wiregrass.
Well,
We're at a lot of private events.
Okay.
And then public events, we perform at the Pioneer Museum in Dade City
Yeah.
several times a year. We'll be at Sparkman's Wharf next month for a big fundraiser, Finn's Fighters.
Yes.
Um,
Love Sparkman.
yeah,
I used to live right there.
Yeah.
I would walk over and see all the
we
fun.
play all over. We play all the time.
We'll be at Riverfest.
Oh,
May-
that's right.
May
That's at
2nd.
Waterworks Park.
Yep.
Mhm.
You know, we go up north to play. We go over. There's the library season's coming up, and that's something that Gina's was always involved with.
So,
So
we perform in
We're
libraries.
always playing. But how do you find us? Facebook, Mr. Tommy Presents. Also, Gigi, one of her companies is Gigi and Friends. She's very active in posting stuff. I'm not.
Love it.
Instagram especially.
Yes, we'll make sure that
Yeah.
we get your
I was gonna
stuff
send you
in
some
there.
pictures too that
Yeah.
you can, if you
Would
guys want
love
to.
to. Yeah, because we're gonna follow you, because for the chamber, it may seem weird or whatever that we have here on our show, but you are such an asset to this amazing community that we have created here.
Well,
And
thank you.
we need every single one of us contributing our time, our talents, and while you're on vacation too. We won't mess up your vacation. I hope this is a vacation for you too. But I just want to personally thank you, because
Oh.
this community wouldn't be what it is if we didn't have the likes of both of you
Yes.
and the likes of everybody that's contributing
very
to
nice.
the quality of life. I don't know if we know this, but we were just featured in the Daily Mail, and it was picked up in the UK.
Oh, cool.
Right, and it's about why is Pasco growing, and I had a hard time talking about all of Pasco. I'll own that, but Wesley Chapel predominantly,
Yeah.
and it was like a 4-page spread, and I didn't
That's
know it was getting picked up like that. But they asked me, why are people moving to this area, and I said, quality of life,
Quality of life, yeah.
and you were adding to that quality of
That's
life.
super nice of you. You know, I've been blabbing all along. This one here,
I want to hear your story, Gigi.
she ran away from home at how old were you?
I just.
Okay.
She joined Barnum and Bailey Circus
Did you
for
really?
many, many
Yeah.
years. She's one of the very few humans on Earth that can say she had her own
Room on a
the
train.
on the train,
There's
the
your
Barnum
own
and Bailey
room.
train.
So you ran away with the circus. Isn't that like supposed to be like a whole, funny thing that you tell your parents? Like,
Yeah.
I'm running away and I'm joining the
Yeah,
circus.
she meant it.
And you did it.
She was serious.
I didn't really plan it though. I was a trained dancer. I would look through the backstage newspaper. It's an audition paper in New York City,
Mhm.
and I grew up near New York City, and so I was attending college in Westchester County and driving to New York City for dance classes and acting classes, and not really feeling the college thing. And the audition notice said auditions at Madison Square Garden to be a dancer with the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. It was just another audition for me, right? So I went with my twin because we were both dancers. We go to the backstage door and they're like, ladies, this is not until next month. We're like, rats. So we go back home the next month. I'm ready. And I say to my sister, come on, audition. She's like, I got class. I can't miss class. So I went to the audition. A few months later, they called me. Someone had jumped the show. They left. And I fit into the girl's costume. So they were like, hey, can you be here in 2 days? And I was just about to start classes for my next semester.
She said, "Yep."
Yep.
So she was,
Tell me more.
circus performer. You did
So I was a dancer. Yeah, I did the aerial web.
all this stuff.
I had a lot of opportunities put in front of me, and the thing about the circus is I don't know why, I don't know, but you just say yes. I know that's an improv thing, just say yes. But at the circus, you just say yes. So I started as a dancer. While I was dancing, I had the opportunity to be in a trampoline act. There was a South African troupe coming over and they needed extra people. So they trained me to be in a trampoline act, and then I became a clown. I had to audition all over again. When I auditioned to be a clown at Madison Square Garden, there were 2 different units with the Ringling Brothers Circus, so no one knew who I was, what my background was. So I went through the clown college program, went on the road as a clown. Then I was in an.
There actually is a clown.
I did.
Oh,
I did
yeah.
know that there was a clown college.
I was in an aerial act. I also did a web aerial act. I just said yes. So sometimes Mr. Tommy is surprised. Like if I mess up in front of an audience, he'll come back later on and be like, "Whew, aren't you embarrassed?" I'm like, dude, it's got to get a lot worse now. I mean, I've done so many things at the circus, and you're just winging it.
You just roll with it.
Yeah.
You know, and again, just to kind of bring it, not to bring it back to the chamber, but I love to make parallels. That, I didn't run away with circus, but, I mean, kind of could have, but I don't say no. I always say yes to things. It's gotten me in a lot of weird situations.
And amazing.
Amazing.
Yes, and you
Right.
grow from every one of those.
Right.
So,
And
I mean, in your own way, because whatever someone chooses to do, because at the end of the day, you're choosing to say yes. You know, you grow from each little thing, and it's got to fit into your little lane that you.
I've just created my own lane now.
Yeah, I was gonna say feel comfortable in, but it's not always a good idea to always feel comfortable.
No, I've
You
been
just
so
have to.
places. But saying yes puts you not only in different rooms, it puts you in front of different people.
Yeah.
That, you know, I kind of look at it as like a stepping, you know, you got on one rung of the ladder, and then you kind of look around and you see, and then you see something else, and you just kind of grow, and then you're at the top. And then now you have a view of everything around you,
Yep.
but there's different people up there.
Yep.
And, you know, so it's crazy that we'll have vastly different career paths, but there's something inherently similar,
Yeah.
you know?
It's the way you go for life, right?
Yeah. And you said yes.
Yeah.
My mom's from New York too, by the way. She went to FIT.
Oh wow.
I come from a very artistic family as well. Hungarian performers in Budapest.
I dated a Hungarian performer. Two things. Let me see if I can remember the good one. A good phrase and a not so good phrase. I think it's Szeretlek. Is that I love you?
I think so.
Yeah, because the other one sounds bad and it is bad. I'll tell you one more.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Szeretlek, Hope.
My
Being
grandmother.
extra nice today.
My grandmother and my great grandmother were both performers in Budapest.
Oh,
What?
Yes,
cool.
yeah.
Wonderful.
And our family has a lot of musical, artistical background. It just comes out a little bit at a time.
What kind of performers?
So they were singers and dancers, and they, you know, the halls of the, they used to have like entertainment halls where you'd go for supper or, you know,
Yeah.
things of that nature. And I got to see, so they were big Catholics in Manhattan, and they used to perform in their church. I don't know the name of the church, but I got to see like my family's heritage up on the wall
That's cool.
at the church of my grandparents performing.
That's cool.
All right.
Wow, there's
Yeah.
some serious.
My mother is first generation. So art is something that, in music, is something that just goes through every ethnicity, every region of the world, every person, every culture.
Yep.
And I love that you guys are here sharing with us. We got time for one more. If you wanna give us one more little day. And then...
Here's one. We're talking about parents and stuff like that in folk songs. This is one that we do every once in a while. It's usually at the top of the set. It's one where people sit and listen, you know. And my mom used to sing this to me. Her mom sang it to her, and all the way. It's not as popular as the other ones, but it's a fun little story. Let me see. Let me go.
That's what I think it is.
Yeah, you're right.
Out in Arizona, where the back is on. The only friend to guide you is a shining star. Biggest, the baddest, man by far is ragtime cowboy Joe. Got his finger singing through the houses. Every night they say he sings the herd to sleep in a basso Oh, so rich and crooning, soft and low. He always sings ragged music to the cattle as he swings back and forth in the saddle on a horse. Who syncopated, gated, and for such a funny meter to the roar of his repeater, how they run. Oh, when they hear the fiddler come, because the western folks all know it is a highfalutin shoot, scooting son of a gun from Arizona. Ragtime cowboy, talk about cowboy, ragtime cowboy Joe. Funny meter to the roar of his repeater, how they run. When they hear the fiddler come, because the western folks all know it is a highfalutin shoot, scooting son of a gun from Arizona. Ragtime cowboy. Ragtime cowboy.
Wow, that's a lot of words. Oh my
That's
gosh.
only the first verse, darling.
That's only the first verse.
But that's, classic songs that we get to do, and
You guys do have the best job ever, and you've got such beautiful chemistry and beautiful harmony and talent pouring out.
Gigi knows exactly what she's doing.
I think so, and I think maybe she's trained you a little bit too.
Oh, I
She
have.
trained me to juggle. We juggle sometimes together, and
He knows how to juggle.
I saw him juggling before we came in. Unfortunately, we have a studio space, and it's not like a lot to be able to juggle. One day we'll grow up and have a Howard Stern studio where we can
there you go.
He even taught truck drivers how to juggle.
Yes,
Of course you did.
because I had of course,
You have
I ended up being the what they call the lead of my trucks. Sometimes I had up to like 12 trucks on a tour for, I think it was a band called Five Finger Death Punch metal band.
Wow.
I pulled for all Goo Goo Dolls a lot. They're super successful. Anyway, I'd be juggling on the dock, and I did a Canada tour, a 3-truck tour. It was me and 2 other girls who were drivers, semi-truck.
2 other girls?
Yeah.
You said 2 other girls.
Oh, 2 girls. We had two girls, and they drove, and we spent time together. It was a fun tour, and one of them especially said, "I want to juggle." Okay.
Okay, let me teach you how to juggle.
Let's go.
Well, Mr. Tommy and Gigi, this has been fabulous. It has
Aw.
been an amazing opportunity to sit here with you, to hear your crazy cool stories.
Yeah, there's a lot
Thank
of
you
them.
for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
will have to come back and get suited up and talk
Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy.
But thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your talents with our community. Why don't you take
Always
us out with it? Take us out with a song.
Oh, hey, kids.
Hey kids, let's dance. Come on kids, let's dance. Hey kids, let's dance. And shake our hips and dance.
What's how you dance?
Anyway, you guys are awesome. This has
Thank
been
you.
fantastic. Have a great rest of your vacation.
Thank you. And you too.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I shall.
And you too, G.
I will. I'm going for ice cream right now.
Yeah.
And on Felix, right?
Yes.
Yes, there
Are
are
you
chamber
really?
members.
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't told you that yet.
Yes. I'm going to get my hair done.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you two want to come with?
Yeah, talk to your friends
I
in
will.
the dry bar.
I will.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shy.
Thank you.